Hi everyone, welcome to UPSC Tree. So yesterday we gave the answer key to the UPSC Prelims 2023 held recently, and this is an update to that particular answer key. We found out that there are two questions which have dual answers. We have given clarification for 5 questions that came up in the comment section, and we found out that 4 questions will be invalidated by OPSC. So let's look at the questions one by one. This will be a short and brief video. Question number 1, this has a dual answer. Question number 1 talks about Election Commission of India, and option A and option D, both of them have similar options. So that's why it is a dual answer question. Question number 57, the black earth soil has been developed in which region of Odisha? Here option C and option D, both of them are correct, because we found out that black soil is found in Angul, Atmalik, Baud as well as in Sambalpur Valley. So both of them are correct answer. Moving on to the clarifications one. Question number 27, which is a question about infant mortality rate. If you look at the infant mortality rate, the female infant mortality rate and male infant mortality rate has been same, and it was published by Government of India since in September 2022. So that's why we stand by the answer that we gave yesterday, that is B. Only 2 is the correct answer. 27 answer is B. Moving on. Question number 52. Someone asked me, sir, cotton is, if you look at the statement 2, it talks about cotton and different groups, long staple, medium staple and short staple. Someone asked that cotton is only say long staple and short staple. That is not correct. If you look at Government of India provides MSP for cotton as well. Okay, and it provides mostly for 3 variants. That is short staple, medium staple and long staple. I have given the screenshot over here. So we can broadly categorize cotton into 3 groups. So that is a correct statement, and we stand by the answer that was given yesterday, that is D. 52 answer is D. Only 4 is the not correct out of this all 4 statements. Moving on. Question number 63. Question number 63, if you see, Office of Governor comes from Government of India Act 1935. Freedom of Trade and Commerce comes from Australia. So here the answer will be C, that is 2 and 4. Public Service Commission comes from Government of India in 1935, and the language of preamble of Constitution comes from Australia. So 2 and 4 are the correct statement. Moving on, question number 88 about Mahatma Gandhi and his visit to Odisha. If you look here, the question is asking which of the above is not correct. In 1930, Gandhi was in Erawada jail, so he could not visit Odisha. So that is the only one which is wrong. So question number 88 answer is D. Question number 99. There was a doubt that somebody sent me saying that Alauddin Khilji has set up 4 markets, but I am giving you the screenshot from NCERT Satish Chandra book, which is the most authentic source as far as civil service preparation is concerned. So in that one, it is mentioned that Khilji has set up 3 markets at Delhi, one for food grains, second for costly cloth, and third for horses, slaves and cattle. So we stand by the answer we gave yesterday. The answer is for to the question number 99, the answer is C, 1, 2 and 4. Moving on to invalid questions, we have found 4 invalid questions. So let's look at them. This is a very interesting question. Okay, if you see statement 1, that it guarantees right to life and personal liberty, it is about Article 21 and the right to water. So that question. So statement 1 is correct, we already know that. Statement 2 is wrong, we all know that, because Narmada Bachao Andolan is happened much before than 2020. So yeah, statement 2 is wrong. Statement 3, if you look here, statement 3 is also right. Right to water comes under right to life. There is no doubt about it. The only problem here is statement 4. The Supreme Court also held that access to clear water is a natural right. I know that it is a typo error, and if you look at the ODF version also, they mention that Vishuddha Jala. That means it essentially tells us that it is talking about clean water, and in that sense it will be a correct statement. So when this kind of issue is there, obviously statement 4, if we take it for say clean water, then statement 4 also becomes a correct statement. but here we don't have the answer because we have 3 correct statements. So that is the reason why I think this particular question will be invalidated by OPSC, because the translation is not matching first. Second is 3 statements are correct. Moving on, question number 31. It is about biodiversity heritage site. If you see here, Mandasaru Gorge is in Kandhamal district. That is the incorrect one in this one. Apart from that, Satpusha Gorge is itself is not a biodiversity heritage site of Odisha. So B and C, both of them are not correct. That's why this particular question also will be invalidated by OPSC in my opinion. Moving on, question number 69. About G20 developing nations. This is a separate block altogether. If you look at statement 1, this particular block, it says that a block of developing nations established on 2001. No, it was established in 2003. So that's why statement 1 is wrong. This group emerged at 5th Ministerial NATO Conference. Again, a wrong statement. So statement 1 is wrong, statement 2 is wrong. Headquarter is at Patna, that is the only correct statement. Member states of G20 developing nation is 20 countries. No, we have currently 23 members. So statement 1, statement 2 and statement 4, all of them are not correct. And if you see, we don't have the answer. So again, this particular question will be invalidated. Moving to question number 72. The question is asking about particularly about withdrawal of 2000 rupees currency notes from circulation. So it was part of RBI's clean note policy, not compound note policy. So statement 1 is wrong. It aims to provide public with high quality currency notes. That is also a wrong statement because RBI is not reconsidering issuing the 2000 rupees note again. So statement 2 is wrong. Statement 3, if you see, it was introduced in 2015. No, it was introduced in 2016. So we have statement 1, statement 2, statement 3. 3 statements which are not correct. Okay, so in that case again we don't have the correct answer. So this particular question also, in my opinion, will be invalidated by OPSC. So that's all from our side, and the cutoff is going to be very low, and I am trying to collate the kind of marks that has been secured by students or aspirants. And my one request to you is that I am giving the link below to a particular form. Fill up that form and fill up how much mark you are scoring after the clarification and etc. So that we can find out what can be the exact cutoff or near about cutoff for this particular exam. Although we expect that it will be somewhere around 50, 52, something like that, but nonetheless it is better to be sure than sorry. So thank you again, and hope this particular clarification and the invalid questions and dual answers clarifies all the doubts that you had as far as OPSC 2023 prelims is concerned. Thank you.